Molweni Quintessentials, welcome back. My name is Posi. Thank you so much for tuning in. What are we talking about today? Why is it important for small business owners to have presence online? And by online, I mean on social media, on the different platforms, etc. Why is it important for you to be accessible, visible, and seen to be participating in the digital space? If you want to find out more and learn the benefits and the return on investments that you can get from being online, then please tune in. Well, number one reason why you need to be online is because it is a great way for you to create visibility for your brand. Most businesses now are happening online. Most consumers are online, and when they are looking for products and services, the first place that they're going to go is on their cell phones or their desktop to search for a potential service or product that can fulfill and meet their needs. So if you're not online, then you're not easily accessible. So the first point of contact then with your new potential and current users is for you to create a platform or platforms for your business to be, number one, seen. Number two, you need to engage in the digital media platforms that exist. Once you are online and manage to be consistent with your posting and your uploading on a specific platform or multiple platforms, it creates a sense of visibility. It creates a sense of familiarity with your new users, with your current and potential client base. This is a good option for small businesses to create familiarity with their client base. So the more people see you, the more they become aware of you. That raises brand awareness, and once there's brand awareness, then you are able to build some form of a familiarity or a relationship with your client base or your followers or your users online. A very easy way for you to have quick wins when you are starting out with building your social media presence is to be consistent with your appearances online, because that creates the familiarity which I've mentioned. And people usually buy into brands that they know, that they're familiar with, that they can associate with, that they have an affinity to. So the goal for you to be online is not to be online for the sake of being online. You have to think about the long-term plan and have a roadmap that you put in place prior to you building your online presence, so that you know which objectives that you are working towards. Having an online presence legitimizes your brand. It's a good way for you to manage your brand. It's a good brand reputation management strategy. It's one of the tactics that you can use to build your brand visibility. You are organized, you are structured, you are also keen to communicate with your users, because social media now allows you to have two-way communication. So it's a good way for you to engage and to inquire and to test out your products, your services. There's surveys that are available. There's various ways for you to communicate with your following that you are creating. So being online creates that legitimacy of your brand. It gives the impression that you are a real business. You are taking your reputation management seriously. You are taking into consideration the importance of being in touch and having that interface with your consumers. It tells them that you are interested in hearing from them. It creates that brand affinity. It creates the brand trust, especially if your users are able to have that close contact with you, which social media provides. It gives them that accessibility that they need, and like I've mentioned, you are able to retrieve and you're able to pull information and insights and test out your products, your services to your users, be it current, be it potential, and it creates an environment for you to even grow and scale your brand for future legacy projects that you may have in mind as well. That is a very practical way for you to access new markets and to literally make money. And as you know, digital media now and social media allows for you to sell your goods and services on their specific apps. For example, there's TikTok Shop, there's Instagram Shops, there's, Facebook Market. There's so many ways. You've got LinkedIn ads that you can use to create awareness, to generate leads, to drive people to your website. So you would actually be doing yourself a disservice as a business if you are not online and if you are not participating on digital media. Is actually not even an option now in this age that we live in, because it's an easy way for you to sell goods and services to people as they're scrolling online, as they are viewing and their minds are relaxed and they're consuming content. Why not also be part of their stream of consciousness? Where are they spending most of their time and what are they doing when they're on those platforms? So it's a good way for you to build your niche, to be a thought leader in your specific area of expertise as a small business owner. And while you are there, you are even able to pull advocates and third-party endorsers or influencers, as it were, to also advocate for your service. Once you learn how to use social media effectively, you are able to build a share of voice for yourself and set the tone and be a thought leader in your specific area of expertise. Which segues to my next point of, you will then be able to manage your legacy online. You are able to build your brand from start. There may never be a finish to it, depending on the succession plan that you have put in place for your specific organization. But having a presence online is very critical. You are able to manage how you are perceived, how people see you, how people consume your content, your messaging. Therefore, social media is a good way for you to manage those potential landmines by putting systems in place to say, okay, this is the person that gets to speak. We've got a media policy. These are our key messages. It's not everybody that can be on the front line, on the social media platform, speaking on behalf of the organization. There's specific people and there's quality assurance measures that we've put in place to ensure that we are managing the brand's reputation. Social media also allows you to partner up with other like-minded business people with specific attributes that are aligned and are in proximity to the work that you are doing or your business is doing. You are able to meet different individuals that are like-minded, that you can pull from, that you can network across with, in terms of sharing your expertise, your skills, your resources, etc., etc. So social media is also a communal space for you to engage and to build community with other small business owners. So look also into not just having one-way communication where you have your content that's scheduled that you're pulling out, but also participate and communicate and comment and engage with other people and other organizations that are doing similar work to you, so that you are able to build your sphere of influence. You're able to be a thought leader, but also you are seen as an organization that cares, and that is not, inward focused, but you are also communicating and participating with, within the scope of your business. So talk to people, DM them, be proactive, network. You never know, what other business opportunities can come out of you being proactive and responding and engaging with other businesses and other people that are doing things that are similar to you or that are of interest to you and that are aligned to your business objectives. Because how social media works is the more that you engage with other people, it also the algorithm opens you up to other similar users that have attributes that you may also share. So be mindful of that as well. Then lastly, act authentically. Remember, the internet never forgets. So whatever you say, whatever you do, it lives in the internet forever. So as you're networking, as you're engaging, as you're dialoguing with various people, keep it above board, keep it a buck. because as I've mentioned, you're building your legacy, and it's very easy for you to break to really taint your reputation. Well, don't be afraid to respond. If there's been a miscommunication, be prompt in your response, clarify, communicate. But the key to what the whole point of being on social media is to be social, is to speak, to be engaging and in community with others. So don't be afraid to correct a miscommunication. Don't be shy to respond to comments. If you feel that the comments are misdirected or they're misinformed, make those corrections. And if you want to delete, block. Sometimes you don't even want the negativity on your timeline. But definitely, as a small business owner, look into and consider building your social media strategy. And even if you can't do it yourself, then look at outsourcing from other similar companies. Look at outsourcing from agencies that can support you and help you to build your presence. It doesn't have to be anything intensive, but be seen, be visible, so that you can attract the people that you want, and you can share and let the good news of your business, of your company, and the work that you're doing be known out there. Don't just keep it to yourself and your employees and your team members. Let the news spread. Social media is a very affordable way for you to communicate about your business. So use it. So thank you so much, Quintessentials, for tuning in. And let me know if you are on social media, how has the response been? Have you had any positive experiences, negative experiences? What have you learned, etc.? Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.